What are dramatic devices? They are techniques and elements playwrights employ to convey their narrative, develop characters, and create emotional impact. Let's look at some key ones. Dialogue, the lifeblood of drama. It reveals character, advances the plot, and often includes subtext where characters say one thing but mean another. For example, in Shakespeare's Hamlet, the dialogue between Hamlet and Ophelia often has layers of meaning, reflecting their complex relationship. Monologue is a speech given by a character in a play, film, or other dramatic work where they speak their thoughts aloud, often addressing other characters on stage. This speech can be used for several purposes. Character development. It allows the audience to understand the character's thoughts, feelings, motivations, or backstory. Plot advancement. It can move the story forward by explaining events, planning actions, or reflecting on past occurrences. Thematic exploration. Characters might express ideas or themes central to the work. From Tennessee Williams' A Streetcar Named Desire, Blanche Dubois delivers a monologue in Scene 9, where she speaks to her sister Stella, explaining her past and her current state of mind. Soliloquy is a special form of monologue where the character speaks their thoughts aloud while alone on stage, ostensibly to themselves or to the audience. It's as if the character is thinking out loud, giving the audience a direct insight into their inner world. Reveal inner conflict. Show internal struggles or debates within a character's mind. Clarify motivation. Explain why a character is about to do something or their reasoning behind previous actions. Create intimacy with the audience. By sharing thoughts directly, it forms a bond or understanding between the character and the audience. One of the most famous soliloquies comes from William Shakespeare's Hamlet, where Hamlet ponders life, death, and suicide in Act 3. Scene 1. An aside in drama is a brief remark or comment made by a character directly to the audience or to another character, but which is not intended to be heard by other characters on stage at that moment. It's a theatrical device that breaks the fourth wall, allowing characters to express private thoughts, irony, or humor, often providing insight into their true feelings or motivations that contrast with what they might be saying or doing officially in the scene. Reveal inner thoughts. Asides give the audience a glimpse into what a character is really thinking, which might differ from their outward behavior. Create irony or humor. Often used for comic effect, where the audience is in on a secret or a character's true opinion. Enhance dramatic irony. By letting the audience know something other characters do not, it can build tension or humor. Example from The Importance of Being Earnest by Oscar Wilde. In Act 1, when Algernon Moncrief is speaking with his servant Lane, he uses an aside to comment on the conversation. Dramatic irony is a literary device where the audience or readers know more about a situation or the true nature of characters than the characters themselves do. This discrepancy between what the characters believe and what the audience knows creates tension, humor, or a deeper understanding of the narrative. Heighten tension. Since the audience is aware of impending doom or events that characters are oblivious to, suspense builds. Enhance humor. When the audience appreciates a situation's irony that escapes the characters, it often leads to comedic moments. Deepen character, insight. It allows the audience to see characters' flaws, misunderstandings, or innocence in a new light. The audience knows about the marriage, but Tybalt does not. This creates dramatic irony, because while Romeo tries to avoid conflict due to his new familial bond with Tybalt, Tybalt remains hostile, unaware of their new relationship. The irony here intensifies the tragedy, as the audience anticipates the misfortune that will arise from this misunderstanding. Foreshadowing is a literary device where the author provides hints or clues about events that will occur later in the story. It's used to build tension, create suspense, or prepare the reader or audience for significant plot developments. Foreshadowing can be subtle or overt, and serves several purposes. Build suspense. By hinting at future events, it keeps the audience engaged, wondering how these hints will play out. Enhance thematic depth. It can underscore themes by showing the inevitability of certain outcomes or the consequences of actions. Character development. Foreshadowing can reveal aspects of a character's fate or personality that will become crucial later. In Act 1, Scene 3, after the witches prophesy that Macbeth will become Thane of Cawdor and then king, they give an additional prophecy about Banquo. This prophecy foreshadows the betrayal, murder, and the eventual end of Macbeth's reign due to his paranoia and actions against Banquo and his lineage. The audience is given an early clue that Macbeth's path to power will be fraught with ethical compromise and that his reign will not secure a lasting dynasty. Symbolism involves using symbols, objects, characters, or actions to represent ideas, qualities, or emotions beyond their literal sense. It adds depth and layers of meaning to a narrative. Objects or actions that represent something beyond their literal meaning. The dagger in Macbeth symbolizes guilt and murder. Conflict is the struggle between opposing forces, which can be internal, within a character, or external, between characters or with external forces. It's crucial for driving the plot and character development. Every play from Romeo and Juliet to modern works thrives on conflict. A flashback is a scene that shows events from the past, providing background information or context to current actions or character motivations. In Tennessee Williams's The Glass Menagerie, Tom Wingfield's narration includes flashbacks to show the family's past, particularly the life of his sister Laura, which helps explain the current state of the family and their dynamics. Stage directions are instructions written into the script that guide actors on how to move, speak, or behave, and direct elements like set design, lighting, or sound effects. In Samuel Beckett's Waiting for Godot, stage directions are meticulously detailed, specifying not only movements, but also the tone and manner in which lines should be delivered, like Vladimir and Estragon remain motionless, their eyes fixed on each other. This enhances the play's existential and absurdist themes. Lighting in theater can set mood, indicate time of day, highlight or obscure action, and symbolize emotional states or thematic elements. Sound effects and music can underscore action, signal transitions, create atmosphere, or convey the internal state of characters. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more amazing infotainment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe Lattice Mind.